Hello there everybody, this is Krista and welcome back to Crochet Witch Tarot. We are back out in the office with our robot arm friend. This is just where we are today. My tarot room is currently a mess. And so I don't want to sit in there. So we're gonna make this and then we're gonna clean that so that I sit in there again. But until that, here we are. So, today has been, not today, oh my gosh. This week has been an exciting week, tarot-wise. I didn't really consistently use any certain decks, per se, so this week I've decided to go back to the 2 tarot, 2 oracle system. There's a 3rd oracle, but it's more of like an add-on. Yeah, so I brought out a few decks that stood out to me that I really used this week. There were a few decks that I definitely used more than others, so I brought those out, and then we have our decks for the week, of course. But I wanted to start with what was so exciting about this week is I finished creating my own oracle deck, which I still can't even believe that, I did that, but I did. And so this is a copy that I just printed on cardstock paper. I do have a more official copy coming. I have one coming for now to kind of do a quality check of sorts. But then I am considering ordering some to put up in my Etsy shop, if that would be of interest. So, anyhow. Ooh, I can't even believe, it's so weird still that it's like, I made this. So this is an oracle deck that I am calling the Cottage Witch Oracle, because that is a term I use to identify myself with my witchcraft practice. And all of these cards are something that either I use the energy of or actually, use a physical object of in my practice. So it's all things that are, either in my house, I guess you could say, or in the immediate surrounding area, and just are all things that are important to my practice. And I wanted it to have this kind of vintage feel. This one cracks me up. The raccoon, look at those little boys with the seat. Because I had a raccoon steal a whole bowl out of my yard. It was a nice bowl. Sold the whole thing, picked it up and left. So deceit is what they get. But I wanted to kind of have this more vintage feel to it, almost as if it was tearing pages right out of a grimoire. Because I also wanted it to kind of match my surroundings, how I kind of build the world around me, which I tend to have a vintage, my friends like to say grandma style, which to be fair, this sunlight, okay, which to be fair, all of my items are probably from Goodwill or another thrift or antique store, so it probably was someone's grandmother's items. Anyway, so I wanted it to kind of match the style of my home. And I'm really excited about it. I am going to start on a guidebook, I think, to kind of go with it. But I'm proud of myself for finishing this and really putting the effort into it, and it's something I'm really excited about, and I've loved getting to use this just paper copies so far. I just really like how it came out. So, that was an exciting thing from this week, and also something I really liked using, and I will be using again this coming week. And I'm so excited for the official copy to come because the backs, I'm really proud of the backs. Right now, they're just paper, but the backs are, in my opinion, very pretty. So, that is that. Next, let's stick with the oracles. So, my new Mystic Misfits. I loved using this week. It's so cute. It really gets you into the spooky mood. I actually edged mine as well. It looks black, but it's actually this, it's not going to show up on camera right now. It's a really, really dark purple. I just thought it would kind of fit this deck well. But I've really been enjoying this. It's a really just good and fun oracle. I love the art style, and I really enjoy the messages. So I know this one's going to be coming back out a lot, especially as we head into October. Look at it. I mean, how cute is that? Oh my gosh. It's so good. I love it. I'm really excited to pair this one with the cute and creepy tarot. I haven't done that yet, but I think it's going to be really fun. So, oh, I think that's the only oracle we have here from last week. So tarot. I really enjoyed pulling out, or my first uses, I guess, of the Tarot Ramoris Stranges. Translate to the Strange Antler deck, which I love. I love that it translates to that, but I really enjoy how this read. I have not made any headway on translating the guidebook, but these images are just really amazing. I really, really enjoyed using this week. And it's such a good September deck. It really feels like that liminal space between summer and fall. It just kind of fits that so perfectly. I do want to edge these. I think I'm gonna do like a green. I'm hoping to match the leaves on the back, but we shall see. But this one was really wonderful. I've been so excited about the decks I have been bringing into my collection lately, because I just feel like I've gotten to such a space where I really know my tastes and my reading style, and I feel like most things have been such a win and have fit in so perfectly. So yes, this has been really cool to start using. I think I'm gonna, yeah, look how, because these are such good cards to edge, because it's that thicker kind of cardstock. It's a thick deck. It really is. Are we gonna focus? Let's hold it, yeah. It's a thick deck. So, if you're looking at it, be wary of that. They're kind of, it's a bigger size tarot deck, but I've really been loving it. And I really like that it comes with this cotton bag to use that matches the backs a bit. So, that is that one. Next we have the Victorian Romantic Tarot. I actually only pulled out once, but I just feel like I wanted to pull it out and talk about it again because I really do like this deck. And I know it's going to be out so much this season through the winter. I feel like it just needs more dedicated time, like, you know, adding it into the whole, like, 2 tarot, 2 oracle thing. And I think this might be one I just kind of keep out as something to grab when I'm just doing random readings besides my morning pulls. Because it's such a pretty deck. I just love it. I love holding this deck. It just like feels really nice, and I love shuffling it and reading with it. It's just, I don't know why sometimes I just don't grab for it, but So this is not going to be in my rotation this week, but I think it's just gonna stay out. It's gonna be one of those. So that's the Victorian Romantic Tarot. But the last deck I have to show, I did use a lot this week. I don't know if I actually used it in any of my morning polls, but it was included in the cradle. And I really just enjoyed using it for other things, other readings this week. And that is the Wooden Tarot, which I also really like the bag I made for it. It's a really soft yarn. And I have this mushroom and raven skull. I swear, sometimes it really is all about the bag. Like, if I am not pleased with how a bag came out for a certain deck, I have to redo it. Because I'm like, I'm not going to use the deck because I'm not going to want to use the bag. So ridiculous, but I really enjoyed using this deck. I feel like we are finally really clicking, me and this one. Not that I didn't, like, really like it at first. I did, but it's kind of like one, I think it's one I just needed to get used to. Because there's the suit changes, and it is just a different style for me. But now that I've had it out a lot more, it's one I find myself grabbing to use all of the time. This week, I probably had it out every single day. And because it's just a really nice pared down deck. But it also, you know, there's still a lot to go off of, which I really enjoy. So this one was for sure. Oop, sun. This is some intense sun. I guess I did not pick the right time of day to do this. Should we just stay down here? Maybe. Oh my gosh. I look like I'm glowing. It's kind of funny. Anyways, let's get into the decks we're using next week. So we've got 2 tarot, technically 3 oracle, but one is more one that I use as a secondary oracle, like not necessarily a clarifier, but this is brutal. Should we face a different direction? Let's try that. Is that better if we stay over here? You don't get to look at the robot arm. I apologize, but... Okay, so our first oracle deck is Woodland Wardens. Again. But I really wanted to take out some decks that felt like harvest season to me, because this week is Mabon, or Autumn Equinox, however you like to refer to it. So I wanted some decks that really fit that feeling to me and the celebration we have coming. And this is definitely one of those decks that feels like that transition from summer into fall. And also just pairs so well with so many of my decks. I'm really excited to have this out with the Cottage Witch Oracle I made, because I think these are going to look really cool side by side. So we have Woodland Wardens out this week. My next oracle is brand new. It came in just this morning. I'm so excited. My nose is itchy. My apologies. I was just outside pulling my fairy card, and we've got a lot of ragweed out there. Now I know what ragweed looks like, so that's fun. Anyway, we have the Embroidered Graveyard Oracle, the new white edition. I'm so excited. So I did pre-order this. And again, it came in this morning. Look at this. The pink box. Are you kidding? I really liked what I was seeing of the original edition. That is, you can still get that, it's just the black edition. So now there's a black and a white. But it just didn't feel like me. So it was one of those decks where I was like, I love seeing it, I love seeing other people enjoy it, but I don't really feel like we would connect. But for some reason, putting it in white and pink, I was like, yes, okay. You got me. But I am so in love with this deck already. Oh my gosh. You can just, there is something special about this deck. It just feels really multi-purpose, really connected to spirit. And the guidebook you get is incredible. I mean, just the value of what you get. It is not a cheap deck. I think I paid around $70 shipped. But the deck is beautiful quality, the box is beautiful quality, and you get a hardcover book that has so much more information beyond like the full pages you get for each card. It's one of those where it's like, okay, I know like this is absolutely worth probably more than what I spent on it, which is exciting. So look at these edges. Oh my gosh, these are the backs. Oh, but it's gonna be like, we're getting the glare of the screen. So we're gonna do this. Is that me? Okay. I'm so excited about this deck. It is something special. And I think I was also apprehensive because the only other deck by this creator I had seen in person was the Embroidered Forest Tarot. And that, well, it is beautiful. And, you know, I've not seen the guidebook, so, you know, keep that in mind. I can't say I was super impressed by it. That's not the words I'm trying to say. It didn't feel like it was something that I needed. Or, no, do I need any of these things? No, it didn't seem like something I wanted. We are not where I was. Here we are. My makeshift tripod. But this feels like yes, this was meant for me to have. That's so dramatic. The dramatics today, I tell ya, are at a high. Like this one feels like something I can really connect to. That's what I'm trying to say. So, yeah, there really is. I think what it is, it's, you know, with an oracle, the creator really could go her own direction and make, I mean, the choice was entirely hers. Where, you know, with a tarot, there is a system to kind of fit it into. So, in my own opinion, not knowing much about the other decks, I just feel like she was really able to shine here, which is so cool to see. So I'm really excited to keep getting to know this deck, but oh my gosh, I am so happy about it, so excited. So that is the Embroidered Graveyard Oracle. So now the tarot. Come on, go in your box. I try and just like get everything in. Oh, okay, there we go. Okay. Oh no, okay, so the other oracle we're going to use is the Laurel Grove South Cemetery Elucidation deck by Holly Audley. It's this, you know, little deck with the different symbols, and I think it's going to look so cool with the other oracles and tarots I picked. And I really love pulling these decks out by her and the mini divvies as kind of like a secondary oracle in the reading to just add another layer. They're really fun to use that way. They're totally usable as, you know, the sole oracle, but that is the way I enjoy to use it. So now our tarot, we have out Pagan Otherworlds. This deck just, I feel like, is September as well. It just is. So, I don't know, it just has that feeling to me. Eek. I feel like are there a lot of pumpkins in this deck? Why do I, like, every time I think of this deck, I like pumpkins. Why is that, though? Do we have a lot of pumpkins, or is it literally just that one card? I think it's just that one card. Which one is that? The Three of Cups? I don't know. I think it's just the coloring, too. Yeah, there's no other pumpkins. I don't know. Makes me think of pumpkins. I'm really excited to have this deck out. This is another one that I love, but I need to be in kind of the mood for it almost, but I feel like it's a good harvest deck for whatever reason. So, like, look at the colors there. That just feels perfect for this time of year where things are still green, things are still growing, but you feel it starting to get colder. Things are dying off just a little bit now. Yes, excited to have that out. That is the Pagan Otherworlds. And last but not least, let me get this back in the box. I've been so good about not making messes while I'm at it. Go me. Is my modified Antique Anatomy, which looks really cool with the embroidered graveyard oracle. But this is another one where I think it's like the mixture of the bones and flowers. It gives like spooky yet bounty, harvest, all at the same time, which I love. And again, another one where it's like, I really enjoyed this deck. Oh my gosh, my nose is so itchy. But I just wish I grabbed it more to read with. That was the tarot theme of the week, I guess, which I am happy about because I really love these decks. So it feels like it's Antique Anatomy's time. So that is the second tarot for this week, and we're gonna leave it at that, which I think will be good to kind of get back into that smaller selection routine, at least for this week. But I think that is all I have for today, besides an itchy nose. Oh my gosh, we're gonna stop about the itchy nose. Yeah, I think that's it. Let me know if any of you like to pick out decks for the week, or you're looking at your decks to kind of start using for fall. If that's something you like to do, let me know what you're using, because I love this time of year with tarot is just undeniably so much fun. I love it year-round, obviously, but you just really get in that spooky mood, and it's good. I just love this season. I'm so excited. But other than that, I hope you all are having a wonderful beginning, end. I feel like Sunday's technically the first day of the week, but it's not. You know, it's not. It's the last day. So I hope you're all having a wonderful end to your week. I'm making that a thing. Monday is the first day. I guess it depends. Anyway, I hope you are all having a wonderful day.